Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I have a few fun things that I'm doing today, but I'm starting with coffee because everything has to start with coffee, right? It's like 11:24. I did my workout this morning and I already had breakfast, so I'm gonna get some coffee and then get into my day. Grab a coffee, grab your drink, a little bite to eat or something, sit down and let's spend the day together. I got my coffee. I was really obsessed with the fall drink that they had. It was called like the Vanilla Soul Delight or something like that. And it was so freaking good. It was like sweet and like cinnamony in a way. And I don't know, it just tasted really good. So I'm kind of sad that they don't have it anymore. But I went today so that I could try their new winter drink. It's called the Winter Bliss. And it's pretty good. I got it cold, so it's a cold brew with like Ghirardelli chocolate coffee flavor and cinnamon and nutmeg, and I love cinnamon and nutmeg, so it's pretty good. I would give it like a 7 out of 10, but to be honest with you, the other drink was definitely like a 12 out of 10. It was really good, and every time I woke up in the morning I was like, that's what I want for my coffee. So I'm sad that they don't have it, but this one is good. Our first stop, Barnes & Noble. This is so cute. Got some food and I'm home now and I just ate. I'm thinking that I'm gonna change and put something a little bit more comfortable on and just kind of get ready to wind down because it is getting a little late. It's already almost 10:30, but I for sure want to show you guys the books that I got and read the summaries to you so that you kind of know what I'm reading. I am actually an avid reader. I took like a break from reading, I would say, for probably, okay, if I'm being realistic, I'm gonna say about 2 years. And I recently ended up getting back into reading because of a book that went viral on TikTok, which I know is kind of cliche. But I'm actually really glad that the book went viral and that I started reading it because it's the reason that I'm back into reading now. And I love it and realize how much I've missed reading books. So the book that I read that went viral on TikTok was ACOTAR, or A Court of Thorns, English? Court of Thorns and Roses. It was very good, and if you haven't read it yet and you like fantasy and romance and like just a lot going on, it's definitely a good book to read. I also would say that it's a good book to read if you're trying to get out of a reading slump and you have any desire to read that genre, because it honestly pulled me from the reading slump so fast. I honestly think that when I started reading it, I was planning to read like, you know, maybe 10 pages a night, because when I'm trying to get through a book and I like don't know how I'm gonna feel about it, I try to challenge myself to at least read 10 pages per night. So that was my goal with this one. I think I might have done that the first night and then that was it, because the book was literally so freaking good. Once I started reading it, I simply could not put it down. After I got past those first 10, 15 pages, it was like immediately I was intrigued and I knew that I had to know what the ending was. So I'm still finishing that series. I'm on the 4th book, I think, right now, and it's still pretty good. It kind of slowed down. Like if you saw any of the TikToks and people's talking about the book saying that it got kind of slow in one of them before the end, they're definitely correct. It almost put me back in my reading slump. While I'm finishing it, I'm kind of bouncing around and reading other books at the same time. So it's been good because it's kind of like warming me back up into actually reading very actively again. That being said, I'm gonna change clothes, just kind of get a little bit more comfortable, then I'll show you guys the books that I got so that you guys know about them. This is something I want to do pretty often on my channel, just kind of something about books, because I really do love reading and it's a big part of my personality, something that I really enjoy. So I would love to share that with you guys. And if any of you guys are also readers, I would love to read your book recommendations. I'm very neutral on genres. I would say the only genre that I definitely don't read and would not be able to get into because I've tried is history. Don't recommend anything that's history because I will be honest and say I will not read it, but I love romance, thriller, self-help, fantasy, young adult, mystery. I do like those as well. I got very into Stephen King books. I actually have 2 right now on my bookshelf. Definitely would love to, you know, kind of have some book videos on this channel. Maybe we'll see how it goes. You guys let me know what you think and how you feel about reading. I'm gonna get ready to get cozy and then we can talk about some books. And then I'm also going to do a little T.J.Maxx haul because I went shopping with my best friend tonight and we literally were like, we just need some retail therapy. It's been a week. So let us just do something that's fun for us. And we ended up getting very random things. I will show you. It's so funny how random my personality is when I'm shopping at TJ Maxx, especially when I go in there with no actual reason to be shopping except for retail therapy. So I literally ended up getting the most random things. It's funny though because my friend did too. We were both kind of checking out and we're looking at each other like, wow, we came here and shopped in the store for an hour and this is what we left with, because we left with the exact same things. So just funny. So I'll start with the most random, but I think it'll be fun to share about this. So I actually got this Guru Nanda coconut and mint pulling oil. I don't know if you guys have heard of oil pulling, but it's become kind of a big talked about thing, especially in like the dentistry world. And I actually saw a video of somebody on TikTok who talked about how doing oil pulling helped her with like a bunch of different oral things like gingivitis, root canals, things like that. And I have like a fear of having to get a root canal actually. So I thought it would be fun to get this and try this. I did get one from TJ Maxx previously, but it wasn't from the same company. However, I went to an event literally yesterday and I got to hear the owner of the company speak on how he built the business and why he created it. I think just hearing him talk made me really believe in his product because I could tell how much he believed in his product. And I like the idea of supporting a company that I know why it was created. I see the owner, I understand why they're doing what they're doing and why they have the success that they do. So I'm also on like a weird hoping my teeth get whiter journey. So we'll see how the progress goes with that. But I've added this to my daily morning and night routine and I'm excited to switch to this brand because all the reviews that I've heard about this brand are like 10 out of 10 across the whole board. So I'm really excited to try it. I actually got a bottle for myself and a bottle for Khalil so that he could try it as well. And then I got these cute black boots. They're actually by Madden Girl and I don't think I've ever actually gotten a pair of boots from Madden Girl. I have one pair of black boots but I can't remember the brand right now. But I was looking for a pair of these. I actually ordered a pair of boots off of Amazon. They came, I hated them and immediately sent them back. So I was really excited to come across these because these were also cheaper. You can see right there that they were $29.99. So I'm really excited to wear them. I'm going to a little dinner thing tomorrow night and I think I'm gonna wear them to the dinner. So these were definitely a must-have purchase and I'm so glad that I got them. And then last but not least, because I'm very extra and one thing I do not play about is having things that have my man's initial on them. Yes, I have multiple things, but look at how cute this is. It's a little K necklace. It fell. But he actually got me a necklace custom made and it's very like elegant custom made. So I wanted a little something that was like a little bit more simple that I could wear more so like every day. And also besides me being obsessed with the fact that my man is my man, I just recently got some gold jewelry because usually I wear mostly silver, but I've been trying to kind of broaden my horizons a little bit and wear some gold as well as silver, mix it together, kind of flip it up. And I thought this was like a cute way for me to match my earrings because I realized since I'm such a silver girly, I don't have any gold necklaces. So anytime I put on gold jewelry, I kind of feel at a loss with the necklace situation. So I thought, well, this is cute. It was simple, just a way for me to have something to put on with my gold earrings until I actually decide to go shop for some jewelry and like, you know, start to build up my jewelry collection with some gold necklaces. That is everything that I got from TJ Maxx. So now let's get into the book haul. I'm super excited about this. If you can't already tell, I love talking about books. So I'm very pumped to be doing this and sharing this part of myself with you guys. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna get comfortable and we'll go over the books that I got and yeah, forgive me while I get comfortable. It's finally getting cold here, so I can actually use a blanket when I sit down in my room, thank goodness, because I like to be cozy. I went in to Barnes & Noble on a mission, and I had a list of books that I wanted to get, and unfortunately, I was only able to get 2 out of the 3 that I planned for, so I got one extra that just I saw and was by an author that I actually used to be obsessed with her books a few years ago, and I was really excited to pick one of her books up. That's a newer one, because she was actually the reason that I fell in love with reading, especially reading romance, because she writes those, I hate to say very cliche, but she writes pretty cliche romance books that are basically like a Hallmark movie. It just gives the same feel, where you kind of feel like you already know the end at the beginning, but it's kind of fun to see how they get there, you know? So I do really enjoy her books a lot, and I'm really excited to get into them again. Right from the jump, I'll show you. These are the 3 books that I got, and we'll go in order of the ones I was actually hoping to get and that I was actually looking for. So the first one was this one called The Christmas Tree Farm. It's by a new author that I've discovered, Lori Gilmore. And kind of funny because one of my favorite TV shows is Gilmore Girls, and everybody says that like her name is fitting for the type of books that she writes because they give a Gilmore Girls feel. And I definitely have to agree. I stumbled across one of her books, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, when I was actually traveling from LA to Brazil earlier this year. I was flying by myself, and I thought, oh, if I like pick a book, it'll probably help keep me distracted from the fact that I hate flying. So I got her book, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Taylor. The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. It was such a good book, I could not put it down. I literally finished the book, I think, in less than a day and a half. It was also not that long of a read. It was so addicting, I just could not help but finish it fast because it was just such a good book. So I want to be reading all of her books because I feel like they all give the same feel. I'm currently reading The Cinnamon Bun. It's on my Kindle. Give me a second. I want to make sure I say the name right. Also, I do read on both actual books and on Kindle because my Kindle is so easy to take with me that I can't help but read on Kindle because, you know, travel ease is much better. Okay, so the book that I'm currently reading by her is called The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, and I'm about 62% of the way through according to Kindle, and it is really good. It's got some funny parts to it. It's got some cute, like overly romantic parts, and I just really like it. Like, you hope that it's gonna end the way that it will, and then just kind of watching them grow as characters. I don't know, I just love it. And I'm a sucker for a good romance book. So immediately had to pick up The Christmas Tree Farm because I love a holiday book, and that's basically the theme of these books that I got to show you guys today. I was like, you know what, I want to do some holiday books, so I'm gonna read all of these books before the end of 2024, and I just wanted to get myself into the season. So this is The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore. I'll read you the summary just in case you decide that you want to go pick it up for yourself as well, because I'm definitely going to start with this one as soon as I finish The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. So this is what it says. Kira North hates Christmas, which is unfortunate since she just bought a Christmas tree farm in a town that's too cute for its own good. Bennett Ellis is on vacation in Dream Harbor, trying to take a break from both his life and his constant desire to always fix things. But somehow, fate finds Ben trapped by a blanket of snow at Kira's farm, and despite her grinchiest first impressions, with the glow of the fairy lights twinkling in the trees and the promise of a warming hot chocolate, maybe, just maybe, these 2 lost souls will have a Christmas they'll remember forever. Doesn't it feel like such a cute holiday romance? I'm so excited to read this book, you guys don't even know. Just the cover got me, honestly, but the summary just sounds so good too, and I'm just excited. I'm super excited. Okay, and on to book number 2. This book is called A Merry Little Meet Cute by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. This is a USA Today bestseller. I actually found this book on TikTok because I accidentally found myself into the book talk side of TikTok, and I am loving it there. So every once in a while, somebody's video will pop up of them talking about a book that they just couldn't put down or that they think is completely worth the read, and this was one of them. So I saved it, immediately put it on my list, and knew that I wanted to read it for sure. I've never read from either of these authors before, but I'm excited to read something that's a collaboration of 2 authors. I don't think I've actually ever read a book that was a collaboration of 2 authors, so we we'll see how that goes. I'm definitely intrigued. So the cover is completely adorable, and I will read you the summary in case you want to pick it up and read it yourself. Bea Hobbs has a successful career as a plus-size adult film star. With a huge following and 2 supportive moms, she couldn't ask for more. But when her favorite producer casts her to star in a Christmas movie he's making for the squeaky clean Hope channel, Bea's career is about to take a more family-friendly direction. Forced to keep her work as Bianca under wraps, Bea quickly learns this is a task a lot easier said than done. Though it all becomes worthwhile when she discovers her co-star is none other than childhood crush Nolan Shaw, an ex-boy band member in desperate need of career rehab. Nolan's promised his bulldog manager to keep it zipped up on set, and he will, if it means he'll be able to provide a more stable living situation for his sister and mom. But things heat up quickly in Christmas Notch, Vermont, when Nolan recognizes his new co-star from her closed doors account. Oh yeah, he's a member. Now Bea and Nolan are sneaking off for quickies on set and keeping their new relationship a secret from the Hope Channel's execs. Things only get trickier when the reporter who torpedoed Nolan's singing career comes snooping around and takes an instant interest in mysterious newcomer Bea. And if Bea and Nolan can't keep their off-camera romance behind the scene, then this merry little meet cute might end up on the cutting room floor. Ooh. This one sounds like it for sure is gonna have some spice in it, so we'll see how that goes. I'm neutral on books with spice. Some spice is like, okay, overkill can make me like, it doesn't really feel necessary to get that in detail, but I will definitely let you guys know how I feel about this one. And then my last but not least, my surprise addition to the group, though she was not planned, but I'm very confident that it will be a good one, the Debbie Macomber book. The author I was telling you guys that she basically is the reason that I fell in love with romance books and became a huge fan of the cliche ending, even if I can predict exactly what's going to happen within the first chapter. This book is, wow, I just read the whole thing and discovered that it's not just a Debbie Macomber book. It's actually Debbie Macomber, Brenda Novak, and Cheryl Woods. And the book is called I'll Be Home for Christmas. So my favorite author is the first one listed, and the other 2 are authors I've never read from before. That shows you how much I actually read the book when I was standing in Barnes & Noble. I literally saw that it said Debbie Macomber and I was like, bam, I'll take that one. So we'll see how this is. This is 3 stories into one book. I just think it's cool to be able to read multiple stories right in one spot. So I'm very excited about this one, and I'll read you the back of it just in case it's something that you want to pick up. So 3 holiday favorites from New York Times best-selling authors. The first one is called Silver Bells by Debbie Macomber. A single dad's rambunctious teenager daughter hatches a plot to find her father a wife, and she has just the woman in mind. He may claim he's not interested in remarriage, but perhaps the magic of the holiday season will help him change his mind. Already sounds cute. I'm already interested. The second one, On a Snowy Christmas by Brenda Novak. When their private plane crashes in the Sierra Nevada shortly before Christmas, 2 political enemies discover that survival means more than just staying alive. In their case, it also means falling in love. I love it. That one sounds really good. The third one, The Perfect Holiday by Cheryl Woods. What's a holiday without a handsome husband? To a matchmaking aunt, it isn't very festival. Hello? What's a holiday without a handsome husband? To a matchmaking aunt, it isn't very festive at all. So she sends the perfect man to her single niece. But will he become the perfect groom-to-be by Christmas time? That one also sounds pretty good. Interesting how the way they're written in order for this book is the order that I would want to read them in. So most excited for the Silver Bells, then On a Snowy Christmas, and then The Perfect Holiday. So I'm excited about these. I'm really excited about all 3 of these books, and I think they're really going to get me into the holiday spirit, and I'm really excited about that. And just in case any of you are maybe new to reading or want to get into reading, or maybe you were also in a book slump like I was and you want to kind of get out of it, but you don't necessarily want to go fill up a bunch of bookshelves, maybe you don't even have bookshelves, with a bunch of new books, I will link my Kindle in the description of the video, just so that in case you're thinking of, you know, getting into reading all over again, or like I said, a new reader, you have access to getting a Kindle. I'm pretty sure, I don't even remember which Kindle this is. I got this Kindle as a Christmas gift like 2 or 3 years ago, So it's not like a super fancy one. It's more of the basic ones. Like, it's not the new one with the color. I wish, but I have been seeing some reviews that people aren't really liking that one. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't immediately jump to buy it, even though I was very tempted to. So I will post everything for my Kindle, including the case, and I don't know if you can see it very well from there, but I also have some cute decorations on my Kindle. I get a lot of stickers and I like to change them up every once in a while so that the background of my Kindle constantly looks different, and right now it's just a bunch of cute, funny, sarcastic quotes and some things that are about being a reader. Like, it says bookish, read more books, emotional support Kindle, and then this is just a pop socket that I put on it because I thought it was adorable, and if you can tell by my background, I love Squishmallows. So that's why there's a Squishmallow on there. And then my best friend gave me the Sunny Angel hipster that I have sitting here watching me read, which I think is so adorable. The last thing I wanted to tell you guys about that is book related is that I recently discovered the app Fable and Goodreads. Well, the apps. But I got on Goodreads first and was kind of milling around setting up my profile, wasn't taking it super seriously, just kind of doing it for fun. And then right on the same exact day that I found out about Goodreads, someone made a post about Fable and said that they personally preferred Fable over Goodreads. So I was like, well, I'll check it out and see how I feel. I definitely see why they prefer it. I love the way the app looks. It seems super user-friendly. And I went ahead and created an account. I'm learning how to use it still. I'm at the beginning, but I really do like that you can add friends on there and talk about books, create book clubs, track your reading streak and reading progress, make lists of books to recommend to other people. So in case any of you are avid readers, so if any of you want to connect on there, I'll definitely make sure that my link to my Fable account is in the description of this video, because I don't think you have like a username for the app. I'm not quite sure because I'm still in the beginning of learning how to use it, but I will make sure that you can find it somehow in the description of this video so that we can connect there as well. And yeah, I'm just excited. So let me know what you guys think about the books. I'll make sure you also have the link to my Kindle stuff in case you want to get yourself a Kindle or get one for someone else. I appreciate you guys. I'll definitely keep you posted on how the reading of the books goes and my ratings on them and all that cool book stuff. I will see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.